everybody, my name is Jessie Lane Lee, and I'm a holistic nutritionist, founder of JessieLaneWellness.com, and the author of Healthy Homemade Soups and Sandwiches. I am so excited to be here with Andrea Ashley to show you part of our 3-part soups and skincare series. Andrea is a clinical aromatherapist and natural skincare formulator. Today we're focusing on detox, so we're going to make my Thai green soup. Is really quick and easy to make. We're gonna get started by chopping some green onions, and if you can chop some garlic for me, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. So I know garlic's really good for detoxing. So what properties are you actually using with it?
Yes, so garlic is great, you're right, for detoxing. It boosts the immune system, which is really important. And on top of that, it contains an antioxidant called glutathione that plays a really important role in the liver detoxification system.
Gotcha.
So really great for as the cold season starts and people get colds and flus to keep the immune system up. And again, just keeping that liver detoxing because that's our primary detox organ.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just adding some coconut oil to this pot and I'm going to let it melt. Adding green onions, garlic, and the garlic on my hands. And then we'll just stir this for, again, like 3 minutes, maybe less, until you can smell the garlic. We don't want to cook it too much. So now that our green onions and garlic is starting to smell really good in this pot, I've taken it off the burner to show you everything else we're adding. So we're going to put in some stock.
Am I good to go?
Yep. Pour the whole thing in. I'm going to put in some coconut milk, almost all of it, but I'm going to save a little bit for later. We're going to add tamari. Delicious.
Yum.
All the measurements will be on my website, so you don't have to worry about that. A little bit of cayenne pepper for spice and some ginger. And there's one more ingredient beside you.
We're going to do the kumari?
The kombu? Yeah, we're going to throw that in. That's going to help us because we're adding lentils and it helps make them less magical.
Yes. So then we're going to put in the lemongrass, and I actually love lemongrass for detoxifying. I use it with my essential oils. But for the fresh version, what do you find it helps with for detoxification?
So for detox, what lemongrass does is it has diuretic properties. So that means that it actually helps clean and flush your body of all those toxins that are in there. So it's great to detox them, but then you got to get them out too. So I'm just using green lentils here. Sorry. Little slosh. And then we'll just let that simmer. So now that we have all of that great stuff simmering on the stove, we're going to cut up our collards and green beans. So if you could do the collards for me.
Yeah, how do you cut them?
So what I like to do is I like to run the knife along the spine just to take the spine out. Okay. And then I roll them up into like a sushi roll and then cut it like that.
Perfect.
So it's really fun. And I'm just going to dice these green beans here to a small dice. Collards actually have really great health benefits. They have antioxidants that boost phase 1 detoxification in the liver, and they have sulfur-containing compounds that help boost phase 2 detox. So
awesome.
Really great things to have.
Collards.
Yeah, I feel like they're kind of one of the overlooked superfoods of our year. Everybody loves kale, but I love collards too.
Everyone does love kale. Well, now this recipe hopefully will get people to move on.
Exactly.
Try something new, a new green.
Exactly. And like look how cute. Yeah, perfect. Exactly like that. So while everything's simmering away, we're also going to make our cashew cilantro cream sauce, which is a nice fresh addition to this soup because we're not cooking anything here. So it's
awesome. Raw. Nice and raw.
So we started with some cashews that I've soaked in water for about 2 hours and then rinsed them. So it's going to make them nice and soft and they'll blend a lot easier that way. And then I'm also adding some coconut milk and lime. And if you want to chop up that cilantro, just roughly dice just so that the blender doesn't have to do as much work.
Awesome. I can do that for you. So what's with the cilantro? Are we using that for detox properties as well?
Yeah, cilantro has really good heavy metal detox properties. So a lot of us, we have metal fillings or we have copper pipes, stuff like that. So it's nice to do some metal detox as well.
Awesome. Oh, yeah, I've heard a lot about that with the metal fillings.
Yeah.
That it's good to do a detox because of that.
It is, but you can't do a hardcore detox when you have the metal fillings still in your mouth because it can cause issues. So you need to get them removed first and then do the detox.
That. Yeah. Right.
Okay, now we'll add the cilantro. And then we're just going to blend until as smooth as we can get it. If you're finding it's having a hard time blending, you can always add more water, which makes it easier. So I just use this little magic bullet here, but you can use whatever you have. Or just like mince everything really, really fine, which would be a lot of work. Okay, so now it's been in here for 20 minutes. The lentils are pretty much cooked. So first I'm going to add my green beans. And I'm going to cook these for just another 5 minutes to soften them up. I want them to still be a little bit crunchy to add some texture to this soup. So while the green beans cook, I'm also going to fish out my kombu and lemongrass because that's not something that we need. We just put them in there so they could steep. So now our green beans are starting to get nice and cooked. I'm going to throw in the collards and just stir them around until they wilt. And I'm going to finish it off with some lime juice to give it a little bit of zest. So the soup is ready to go. I am so excited. Let's try it.
Awesome. Do you want me to serve it up for us?
Yes, please. And you can get this full recipe on my website, jessielanewellness.com. You can also get my free book, which is the Healing Herbs and Spices that covers 12 really common spices that you for sure have in your kitchen and explains all of those health benefits. So if you want to add the cilantro cream, totally optional, but it adds a really nice brightness to the soup. I love to dribble it on the top, and then usually I make it look pretty, and then I mix it in.
So if you want to check out the other part of this episode where we're talking about detoxifying clay masks for your skin, you can check out the link or head on over to andreaashley.ca. And as always, if you want more holistic tips on skincare, self-care, or self-love, and little recipes, you can always opt into my free online magazine. Again, you can sign up at andreaashley.ca.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and share it with anybody you know who wants to work on their detoxification.
Bye.
Okay, well, you'll have to cut something in there that makes this happen. Okay. Oh my god. Are you taking a picture? Should I like try to do something?
Get the collard greens.
Yeah. You guys are not holding things, yeah.
Yeah, like
Don't run.
flush and cleanse. Flush and cleanse.